Hello there, everybody. Randy Bufford here, and welcome to another Sunday message as we start off a full work week after celebrating the 4th of July, Independence Day last week, and we trust everybody had a great time. First and foremost, we do have Family Fun Day coming up, and that is on Saturday, July 22nd. Lots more details than worthy of this message today, but we do have a deadline of July 17th to hear from you by submitting your form as far as free and or discounted tickets go. We hope everybody takes advantage of this great fun day with the family, trying it out on a Saturday this year, and I hope that works well for everybody in your schedules. 2 points on my weekly message. The first is as we grow and as we continue to grow as leaders, a lot of times we are talking about servant leadership. And it was on my mind to maybe try to see if I could simplify that for all the leaders. And first, you might pull out the org chart and look at who reports to you and just keep looking on down that chart. And guess what? Those are the people that are you're to be serving, that you're actually responsible for in this family of trilogy that we have ours. And so I would encourage you as you start your week, first, I know everybody gets organized and thinks about what do I need to accomplish? And I think one of the things that would help all of us out if we thought about what does the team that I am serving need to accomplish and can I help them get that done this week? Now, I know we all have responsibilities, including myself, board reports, all these different things. I'm acting as your interim CFO, and certainly I do think about those, and it's important. And each of you should be thinking, but also glance down that chart and make sure, even if it's a couple rows down there, that you're doing everything possible to serve that person. And that's what servant leadership is all about. There's recognition involved, there's guidance involved, there's accessing resources involved. Maybe it's just looking down there and say, hey, I've got somebody down there who really needs to grow. That's fabulous. And so you just access maybe a mentor relationship or, have a short cup of coffee with them to just say, what do you think? What are you thinking about as far as your career goals? And then, once you have that information, maybe some back and forth, we can align them up because, having a future, having an ability to grow in organizations is incredibly important. And so servant leadership, don't overcomplicate it. It's all about looking at the chart and thinking, who do I serve? Now, if you want to look up the chart, you should be seeing the same thing from those you report to. And certainly that's to be expected. And if it's not happening, maybe you can let HR know. Or, you have chance twice a year with your employee surveys because your leader should be serving you. And I hope you always get that. And no, our leaders aren't perfect, including the one speaking right here. So occasionally leaders get busy. I think in a good give and take relationship, you should be able to come in and chat about that. Like, hey, I need some support that I may not be getting from you, or I'm not feeling the love from you. I mean, you're under stress about something else, but, that's kind of passing along down to the rest of the team that you're supposed to be serving. So I think those are all good cornerstones of good servant leadership and good employee supervisor kind of relationships are things that we need to be thinking about. So don't overcomplicate servant leadership. And the second part of the message this week relates to my T-mail message last Thursday, and it related to our pillar goals and our mid-year planning and those kind of things. And our pastor this morning was talking about a football coach that had gone with an incredible high school record. I think there were only like 19 losses with about 400 wins, something absolutely spectacular. And they asked him how he did it, and he said, well, we just win. And of course, we got a big laugh of the congregation. But as he explained, winning, and that acronym WIN was what is important now. And I think that's one of the great things about the pillar goals and setting, even 90-day goals for the balance of the period, and then communicating and working with your team, even developing those same goals, is it kind of lets everybody know what's important now. And I think that's, again, a part of serving our teams that we lead. And that's what I was trying to do in the T-mail last week, was I was really working on a couple messages, one around turnover and employee retention, the other about revenue and census and revenue capture and what have you, but trying to keep everybody focused on what's important now. And certainly the list of what's important now is, I mean, it's almost endless, right? except for some have higher priorities than others. Or if something's working great, we just need to maintain that, and make sure it doesn't slide back and be looking at improving it, as I said last week. But also then that allows us to give time to focus on the things that might need the improvement. So what's important now is kind of a great construct. And I think, again, as you think about this coming week, you think about the coming months and the balance of our pillar period, let's kind of pull those pillar goals out as our leaders, many of which I'm talking to right here today on this video, and see what's important now. What are the next things that we need to be working on? And you may look on there and there's a lot of things on your pillar goals or on a particular campus's pillar goals. And a few of those may have to slide to the next pillar period because they just don't rank up in importance to the other things. Because we have only so much time. We're trying to be judicious in how we use our time. And so we want to work on what is important now so that we all can win. And certainly we also want to work on being a servant leader. So that's the message this week. Couple great things. Remember that family fun day. I'm sure it's going to be a blast no matter which park you're at. It always is when Trilogy people and families get together. So thanks again for your service to others. We're doing lots of great things out there. Let's keep it up as we continue on that journey to be the best healthcare company in the Midwest. Take care. Have a great week.